Folks, so much more on the campaign trail. South Carolina. Europac.com is his website. He's not a sponsor, but I do have him on because he knows what he's talking about when it comes to economics and things. And so that's why I do endorse a lot of Peter Schiff's ideas. But I'm just here to get people thinking for themselves and having a wide variety of different perspectives so you can make your own decisions. I just know that I've studied history, and never before have humans been more unself-sufficient, more dependent, more spoiled rotten in the West. There are great people in Europe, great people in America, great people in Japan, great people in Australia, New Zealand, Canada. But let's just get down to brass tacks. I don't know how to take care of myself compared to my dad, and I'm like a caveman compared to the average yuppie. I mean, you hear about yuppies move out in the country and they see their neighbor hauling a deer up to gut it. They call the police on them. I see that article every day in the news. And the cops show up and act like it's wrong in many areas. And it's just like, it's body snatchers or something. What are they going to do during this meltdown? And how bad is it going to get? We've only got about 4 minutes left. I wanted to just get any more time frame info from you, Peter, and then also ask, what do you think about the campaign so far? What do you think about Scalia? I didn't say they murdered him. I said there should be an autopsy. The cops have come out and said that too. One of the deputies came on and said they've never done this before. It's really weird. Other little tidbits about what's happening. Bernie Sanders, what a nightmare.
Well, obviously, look, there should be an autopsy, but, 79-year-old guy, overweight, probably not in the best shape. I mean, the fact that he died of natural causes is, obviously not something that's outside the realm of possibility. But look, they should still do an autopsy anyway, just to clear away any potential doubts. But, Bernie Sanders, that is very scary. I mean, if you look at the support that he enjoys, particularly with younger people in this country, and that is a very scary thought. Because unfortunately, this is a democracy, which means mobocracy, which means majority rules. And if the majority are a bunch of socialists, we're in trouble. Look, the Nazi Party, again, not that I'm going to compare.
No, but they were National Socialists, and Hitler was going to give them something for free. What about Sanders, it turns out, never had a paying job till 40 and bragged that he was a bum? The guy is a bum.
My point is, but we elected, Germany elected the Nazis. But the point is, this is the danger of putting things up to a vote. When you have American school system, we indoctrinate kids. They learn absolutely nothing. They're brainwashed until they're 22 years old, and they come out Bernie Sanders voters. They know nothing about economics. They know nothing about the history of this country. They know nothing about our founding principles or what made this country great.
They're idiots.
They just know a bunch of nonsense, and they want something for nothing, and they believe the lies told by Sanders, because the lies told by the Democrats and Republicans up until now have blown up in their faces, and especially when you have Barack Obama giving a State of the Union address, talking about how great everything is and how many jobs he's created, and you've got all these people living in their parents' basements.
He said the U.S. has never been better financially.
No, and people are frustrated because at least Bill Clinton said, I feel your pain. Barack Obama's like, hey, there's no pain to feel. I've done a great job. And this is just, creating a great environment for Bernie Sanders to tap into that resentment, that frustration, and, of course, the envy.
Who do you think wins in a matchup? I mean, because now even Salon's throwing in the towel saying Hillary can't win. Who's more dangerous, Bernie or Hillary, A? And then B, I think Trump will dominate either one of those clowns in the general election.
Trump is an unknown quantity because, Trump is a showman, right? And he may be saying certain things because he knows that that's what's going to get the votes. I mean, Trump has better judgment and is, and probably more intelligent to actually do the right thing. A lot of the things that he's saying to get elected, hopefully those aren't going to be the things that he does if he is elected. He might just be, as much as he says, I'm not a politician, he's playing politics because he knows what works. And by holding himself out not to be a politician, right, to say, I'm not the same old thing, I'm something different, there's a lot of politics there because he's
sure. I'm not usually lesser of two evils, but we know he's better than Hillary and Bernie.
Well, no question about it. But the question is, what will he do? I mean, if he obviously tries to put all these tariffs on and he doesn't really want to cut Social Security, he wants to replace Obamacare with some other kind of government socialized program. If he wants to do a lot of this stuff, then it's going to be a disaster. But hopefully he's smart enough not to actually do that. Once he gets elected, he can do what's right.
All right, Peter Schiff, we're out of time. Thank you so much, Peter.